just see it immediately. Good evening, everybody. I'm not gonna wait. I'm ready already. So let's go. I'm gonna mute the background music. There we go. I mean Chrome. You will wait yet, but welcome everybody. I just couldn't wait. I'm already ready. Let's just go. Today it is time to make some Nidhogg soup, you know? Let's end the song and beat Nidhogg. Of course, that will be happening as possible. Of course, I would just wait. Oh, wait. Okay, we'll get started as soon as possible. Sadly. Alright, let's just go over the plans today. Today, I'm just gonna get started right away. That is the plan basically. We're gonna make some Nidhogg soup, of course. Basically, feed the fucking dragon. Oh my fucking god. I set it up that it wouldn't do that anymore and it still did. What the fuck? Okay. There we go. Microphone back to normal volumes. There we fucking go. Haha. I love the song. Of course, Nidhogg soup is important to make. Gotta check if Kev is available. Let me see real quick. Right, I'm spelling Nidhogg correct, right? Yeah. Children of the lands, answer me. Why must you turn to empty place? Tell me why break trust? Why turn the past? Oh, it's my birthday. Wait, that was too late. Bye. Wait, so can say it. Hello, Kev. Ready for some Nidhogg soup? You ready for? Yeah, yes, perfection. All right, I will give you a second. Alright, that's online as well. Nice. Le soir. Yes, perfection. Loon is here too. Perfection.
Children of the land, do you hear echoes of truths that once rang
By the way,
clear?
let me also report to you, chat. I have free class. Blue Mage exception is Blue Mage. I will never really level Blue Mage, I think. But every class I have is at least level 30, except Conjurer. That means that after this, once we finish this part of Heaven's Ward, we're probably gonna go maybe try out our first healing. I will probably hate every second of it. Okay, let's go then. Salut! Sacrifice. Again. Yet this bond of hope, my treachery was broke, scattering her words to the wind. There we go. Time to make Nidhogg Soup. Let's go. It's time for soup. Light party? No, full party. Waiting this charge up. Let's go. There we go, let's grind him up. Let's grind up Nidhogg into soup pieces. Ah, Loon is a Reaper. Nice. Damage down, oh darn. God damn, he went there. He went into... They went Estinian mode, apparently. Darn. Thank you, Taki. Thank you for the lurk. Here we go, Nidhogg. We're getting you now. Eat my blades, Nidhogg. Give us back Estinian. Midaro Sasakeka. Let's go. Oh, he's in Nidhogg form again. Oh, I fucked up his combo. Oh. Ready for the heals. We got him, right? Or is it phase 2 time or something? Oh god, no, this dark side Estinian. Thank you. Let's go, cutscene time. Most likely voice acted, I hope. It has to be.
Estinian!
Is this to be mine end? Nay, I will not allow it. I am of the first brood. I am vengeance incarnate. I am Nidhogg!
Hey Firm, have fun with the raids.
Thou shalt die by my hand!
This is not your hand, worm!
It's mine.
Thou wilt obey!
I would ask one last favor of you, Warrior of Light. Finish me, now, while I have the beast subdued!
Waste your time! Kill me! It is the only way! Ending Nidhogg will be my final duty!
Not to us, Astinian, not to us.
No! You can't die like this! I won't let you!
Zo. Oh my god. Hartje van.
Children of the land, truths that once rang clear, two souls intertwined, one true love they did find, bringing light and heaven's memories dimmed by shadowed hearts. In the waxing gloom did wane the lover's moon, watching as their worlds drift apart. One soul's cry, a passion welling within. Sacrifice, a final plea to her king.
The eyes! Cast them into the abyss!
Yet this bond of hope, my treachery was broke, scattering her words to the wind.
He lives. Ah, Estinian, my ill-fated friend. Lucia, summon the healers. I want them ready to receive him.
At once, Lord Commander.
Allow me to do this much, at least. You have my gratitude, Resvelga. Your deeds this day have saved a great many lives.
Ustra udin instra rei. Anhesnesh. One in nest ikman. Keifta.
The battle is won. We can do no more for Estinian now than bear him home and wish him well, even as Hraesvelgr did. The rest we must trust to the hands of the healers and the grace of the gods.
Indeed. Some cool ambience, you know. Though the haze of pain, I swear I sensed. But no, the past is done. And we must look to the future. At long last, Nidhogg is gone. His foul spirit cast out once and for all. I only pray that Estinian survives the ordeal. Your battle with Nidhogg's shade will beget many an epic ballad hero. And rightly so, it was without a doubt one of your more epochal victories. Though I must admit that I took greater joy in seeing you emerge from the experience unscathed. And not only for your own sake. Had you not been there to aid me, those infernal eyes would still be fused to Estinian's mail. That even with Nidhogg gone, I cannot help but wonder how much of our friend remains. Let us pay a visit to Lucia and beg news of his condition. Let's go. Wait, was that pet always there? Probably. Hello, Mr. Oberdot, my honored friends. As if winning Hraesvelgr to our cause were not enough, we took it upon ourselves to rid us of his rude brother. I know not how to thank you. My own contribution was hardly noteworthy. The true saviors of the day were Harrow and Estinian. One triumphed over Nidhogg's shade through strength of arms, and the other through strength of will. And speaking of Estinian, what's news of his recovery? The assured dragoon was conveyed to the infirmary, where he now resides under the care of our hospitaller captain. I am told he has yet to regain consciousness. But as you know, Estinian's mind and body were held hostage for many days. We must be patient and allow the process of healing to begin. In the meantime, you would do well to rest and recover from your own ordeals. But surely, the Amrik is never long from Estinian's bedside and will send word the moment there are any developments. Now, if I have satisfied your concern, I believe Lord Admiral and his sons are most eager to celebrate your return. Very well, First Commander. Come, Harrow, to the scene we are awaited at Fort Ham Manor. Manor at Fort Ham, you know? Welcome, Harrow, Master Credarius. No, welcome, Master Credarius. I'll show you inside the manor. Yes.
The heroes of the hour return.
We but did our duty, my lord. It was the memories of fallen friends and not our heroism which saw us through at the last.
I gave every ounce of my strength, but mine efforts would have counted for naught had the Warrior of Light not arrived to challenge the Great Worm. As a sworn knight of Ishgard, I had hoped to do more for my city.
Well, we cannot all be heroes, dear brother. Let us put away our pride for a moment and revel in the valiant deeds of our comrade. For your sterling service to Ishgard, we salute you. And while we're on the subject of valiant deeds, I believe I myself have earned some small measure of recognition. Under my watchful command, the ballistas of the Outer Ward struck down a veritable swarm of Dravanian invaders.
My lord's command was certainly watchful. He bravely watched as the siege crews took aim, and continued to watch as countless wyverns met their end. Indeed, the ward's defenders proved so well drilled that my lord had little occasion to stop watching.
There will be time enough to determine who is most deserving of recognition later. Our friends are doubtless weary from their exertions. I had chambers prepared in expectation of your return. You are welcome to retire at your leisure.
I am most grateful for your hospitality, my lord, but I believe I shall pay a visit to the Temple Knight's Infirmary. Pray excuse me.
He really cares about Justinian, doesn't he?
Our master Alphino has grown. The plight of his stricken brother-in-arms pains him more than his own hurts. In which respect he has come to resemble you, Warrior of Light. Go then, visit the Azure Dragoon, and grant him what comfort you may.
Okay, time to move over to where Oppenau is again. Oppenau? Yeah, Oppenau. Oppenau. Yes, Oppenau. Oh wait, that's a different quest. Hello, my friends. What can I do for the savior of Ishgard? You seek Master Oppenau? Ah, he came to relieve me of my vigil a short while ago. When he begged to sit at the Justinian's side, I could not well refuse him. Though he would sooner feign than admit it, the boy must be excited by Resvalga's Strau and all that followed. Justinian is blessed to have such devoted comrades. The Litany of Peace. Oh! Cutscene time. My own friendship with Justinian began some 10 years past, shortly after we joined the Temple Knights. I learned his name soon enough, but Justinian barely registered my existence. I was less a fellow recruit and more a shadow which occasionally darkened his path. And so I might have remained, had fate not seen it fit to intervene. While out on patrol, our company was set up by a dragon, set upon by a dragon, and we were the only two to survive. The experience forged a bond between us, as such life-threatening situations are wont to do. Despite our friendship, he remained an intense and solitary youth, wholly obsessed with claiming vengeance against Nidhogg. Revenge was ever at the forefront of his mind. Revenge for the death of his parents, and revenge for his younger brother. I would venture that in Alpenau he sees something of his lost sibling. And in the enchanted tidings of Estinian, Alpenau has found the elder brother he never had. Truth be told, Estinian's tactless observation has saved me from disaster more than once. And I can well understand Alpenau's affection for him. He is a friend for whom I would gladly... Lord Commander, your presence is required in the infirmary. Lacey, tell them I'm on my way. More cutscenes, please? Quickly, Hera, we must go to him. The pump is heating. Yes. We can watch those cutscenes now as well. He didn't make it, did he?
Estinian!
He isn't making it, sadly. Wait.
Cease your mewling, boy. It grates my ears.
Forgive me. When I saw you awaken, I could not... It was such a relief. We feared you might never wake up.
Now, Estinian. If Master Alphino thought any less of you, you would still be Nidhogg's plaything. Or dead. Aye, 'twas but a jest. I thank you, Alphino. And you too, Warrior of Light. Quite how you managed to persuade Hraesvelgr to aid in his brood brother's downfall I cannot imagine. But full glad am I that you did. Yet again, you have achieved the impossible. I, for my part, owe you an apology. When last we met, I did willingly loose an arrow at your heart. Can you forgive me? There is naught to forgive, Hameric. You but acted in defense of Ishgard as is your duty. Were you any less single-minded about it, I would not follow you into battle, nor trust you at my back. Besides, I had come to the selfsame conclusion, that I would have to perish for Nidhogg to be stopped. So let us dispense with the hand-wringing. I have heard enough mewling for one day.
Oh!
The tendrils of Nidhogg's foul presence bound up every fiber of my being, usurping my senses, but I yet retained some trace of awareness. The worm's mind was as a vast and tumultuous sea. Endlessly its black waters churned, his grief and despair at Ratatoska's murder never calming, never receding. Driven by this surging current came wave upon wave of unrelenting rancor. It was the very image of my own heart. There I saw the dark reflection of the hatred I felt after Nidhogg slew my family, when no path remained save vengeance against dragonkind. Neither one of us had a choice. But I was blessed with something Nidhogg was not: comrades and teachers to console and admonish me. Had I not had them to gainsay my obsession, it would surely have consumed me as Nidhogg's did him, and we would have been in all respects alike. Though his shade is banished, his spirit scattered upon the sea of clouds, I feel no joy at his passing. Where once I craved vengeance, I now crave rest. Lord Commander, my hunt is at an end. I would lay down the mantle of Azure Dragoon.
My friend. He has tired himself with too many words. I doubt not that he will make a full recovery, but he must be allowed some few days of quiet. I too must see my path to its end. Sleep well, my friend.
Oh, more cutscene time, yes. Of course, lot of cutscenes today.
Following the battle with Nidhogg on the Steps of Faith, Sir Emeric called an assembly that he might make his final proclamation as acting head of state. "'Twas there, with one decree, that the 1,000-year rule of the archbishops was ended, paving the way for a new republic. The governance of Ishgard would now be placed in the hands of high and lowborn alike, their ranks represented by the newly founded House of Lords and House of Commons. Church was separated from state. The foundation for change had been carefully laid, and the reforms proposed by Ishgard's new government passed into law without incident. His duty done, Emeric de Burrell gladly stepped down from the Archbishop's dais, only to be raised unto the highest seat in the House of Lords. Though he strove at first to refuse this honor, the unexpectedly strident voice of the Count de Durandare left him little choice but to accept. And so it was that the winds of gentle revolution came to stir. Prominent among the many honored guests at Sir Emeric's investiture were the ambassadors of Dragonkind, a fitting symbol of Ishgard's newfound peace. The people looked on in awe as he soared through the heavens on Dragonback. And by their cheers did they hail him an Azure Dragoon for a new age.
Mustine is going to lay some flowers somewhere.
Thus were the notes of the dragon song rewritten, the din of war giving way to a rising litany of peace and hope.
From the memoirs of Count Amon de Forthelm's Heavensward. And now I'm officially in pre-Stormblood, right? Oh, more cutscenes. Heavensward. Huh. There we go. Speak with Sir Imeric. Let's go. Oh no, it's cutscene, right? I was gazing at the sea of clouds in an all too rare moment of idleness when I chanced to behold a certain hero wending his way towards the city on Dragonback. Welcome home, hero. Nay, 'twas no grave matter that moved me to greet you in person. Between you and me, I merely sought respite from the pressures of office. No sooner do I surrender my role as temporary head of state than I am burdened with a position of more permanent responsibility. I fancy that it echoes in some small measure the way you must feel when your improbable feats of heroism are rewarded with still more impossible challenges. The myth which guided our society for generations lies in tatters, Am I then to be scorned for building upon the system of nobility that I once sought to tear down? And what strange jest is it that places me at its pinnacle, an archbishop's bastard at the head of the House of Lords? Ah, but these questions are for me to answer. It is not in man's nature to change overnight. This I learned through painful experience, and it was this hard lesson which convinced me to take the path which we now follow. Even as we rebuild the bridge between man and dragon, so must we reimagine Ishgard, one carefully placed stone at a time. We must remember that it is not for us that we lay this groundwork, but the men and women that our children will become. May their towers rise proudly from the fundament of our legacy. I hear word from Captain Whitecape that Estinian has vanished from his sick room. His willfulness survives undiminished. Should you ever happen upon our unmannerly friend on your travels, pray assure him that I shall keep Ishgard safe until he deems to come home. Thank you, Harrow, and please convey my warmest regards to Master Alpenau. Also, let me just do a quick check. Litany of Peace. This is quest 25 of 25 of part 3. So we're very close to finishing it. After this quest is complete, we are there. Oh, and then I will have a new glam piece thingy. Oh, and I wind up Amric, but nothing beats wind up Harshfont, you know? Yes, show me in. You spoke with Sir Amric? I do not envy him his new position. Ishgard has chosen a new road, but one littered with the detritus of 1,000 years of broken faith. That through her people may stumble from time to time, I know of none better than Sir Amric to lead the march of progress. As for us, there remains the small matter of ushering in a new dawn in the shadow of inscrutable ancient machinations and a seemingly endless procession of primals. But we too must walk our chosen path, no matter how treacherous the footing. Cutscenes completed. In the wake of Ishgard's governmental reform, new Irish routes has been sanctioned. You may now travel to a selection of distant locales from the landing in Ishgard. Oh, another cutscene. Warrior of Darkness. They're grabbing fucking Nidhogg's eyes, aren't they? We should destroy them. Not let cast them down into the abyss, honestly, you know? Thank you, Blunhas. Nay, you need not remain there. We shall run through at the usual place. All this proceeding as expected then. Aye, there is naught to concern us, aside from one overly curious mouse. Hey, Tancred. This way. Him again. It is of no moment. They will play their part and we will play ours. Huh. Up and out spying on them, I guess. Lol. Nice. And thus did the grey mist give way to azure skies. Man and dragon rise above, voices joined in song. But beneath, shrouded both beyond the scope of light, shadow stirs. A new chapter of New Game Plus has been added. You know what? Fuck it, let's do it. Wait, where do I need to go actually? I promise to get over here. Let's just continue playing. We will do the grinding of the Master Scuderius, you come at the most excellent time. An invitation from a truly preeminent personage was delivered to the manor, but a short while ago. Would that you had been present to receive it, but in any event. Sir Amric de Borrels, Lord Speaker of the House of Lords, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, and the Viscount of House Borrel, cordially invites Master Scuderius to dine with him at his estate. He seemed surprised. The message assured me that his lord had broached the subject with you at an earlier date when the arrangements for the peace conference were still being finalized. Of course, the intervening moons afforded little opportunity for leisure, but with the happy advent of peace, this plain Lord Commander sees no further cause to delay. What say you? Let's do it. I should be glad to accept. Indeed, we would not. You will forgive me if I seem envious. I shall send word of your acceptance to Burrow Manor at once. When you are ready to pray to the Astrologicum, they will have someone escort you the rest of the way. Fuck it, we're gonna do the healer stuff at a later date. Let's go have some food with Estinian. Let's make a dent in, let's make a dent today into pre-Stormblood. Greetings and welcome, Master Scuderius. I have the honor and privilege to serve as head steward of House Burrell. Though admittedly our staff is somewhat smaller than those of the other noble families, being countable on one hand. My lord will be overjoyed to hear that you have accepted this invitation, as you will soon see you have spared no expense. I dare say a man of such action such as yourself enjoys nary a moment's respite. Aye, the battlefield beckons now. Fuck, I could have done it in like the suit and everything and not in the armor.
To think the Moogles would prove such harsh taskmasters. Forgive me. I did not know you had suffered so in your quest for the horn.
So we're talking about the adventures we went through and everything.
I must say, your spirited accounts always come as a welcome change from the arid reports which fill my days.
Nice. So there's my character abstains from alcohol. Honestly, smart choice though.
Though I have lived in these lands my entire life, to hear you speak of them, there is much and more I have yet to see. Truly, yours was a marvelous journey.
Okay. Why not join me on the next?
Well, truth be told, when I think back on the sweeping vistas of the churning mists, I do feel some slight pangs of wanderlust. Alas, much as I would like to accept your invitation, I fear my present duties with the House of Lords demand my undivided attention. Someday, perhaps. By your deeds, you have helped us to lay the foundation for lasting reform. The formation of the Republic is but the beginning, for it is not only our system of governance which must needs change. We, the people, must learn to let go of our hatreds and rise above our bloody past. I only pray that I live long enough to see us achieve some measure of success, that I might know the lost did not die in vain. I can still see you there on the steps of faith, striding fearlessly towards the worm. If you could do that, who are we to balk at the challenges ahead? The question of how best to strengthen ties with the other great nations of Eorzea has been debated at length in the Lords and Commons of late. As you may imagine, maintaining stability during this period of historic upheaval is our paramount concern. Nevertheless, we are greatly indebted to the Alliance for their support during the Grand Melee, and it would be remiss of us not to repay their faith in kind. Of course, we owe you the greatest debt of all, and it is my hope that in extending our support to you and the Scions, we might also express our gratitude to our neighbors, nay, our fellow Eorzeans, whom we pray you will continue to protect. The Lords and Commons agree on very little, but not a soul in either house begrudges your order this offer of patronage. For all you have done and will do, we thank you.
Nice.
May I ask a personal question?
Sure, go ahead.
Now that the dust has settled, what will you do? Not as a scion, I mean, but what do you want for yourself?
Oh, that's a good question, actually.
Lord Commander, pray forgive the interruption.
News from House Forton?
Forton.
An urgent message for the Warrior of Light. I was instructed to deliver it without delay. Master Thancred returned to the manor a short time ago, bearing an injured maiden. Master Leveilleur and Mistress Tataru are tending to her wounds, but they like not her chances. Respectfully, my lord, they have requested the Warrior of Light's immediate presence.
You must go to them, my friend, and I shall go with you.
Let's go.
For every ending marks a new beginning. From tragedy and sacrifice, we rise to greet a new dawn, as did he. Only to be drawn unto another battlefield, another cause, as if by fate.
Let's talk. Let's enter to Fort Hamana. Yes, show me inside, please. Oppenau's sister.
Yes.
Is that... Alize, Alphinaud's twin sister.
What do you say?
She ran afoul of the Warriors of Darkness. I had been tracking them since the ceremony at Falcon's Nest. Little did I know I was not the only one. Evidently, she had learned of their activities and attempted to shadow them on her own. Poorly. I rescued her in the Twelves Wood, and together we fled north. But though I made every effort to cover our tracks, they caught up with us on the Ishgardian border. And in the ensuing struggle, Alize took an arrow to the shoulder. It was only after we had made good our escape that I realized it was poisoned.
Thank you for coming so quickly. And you, Sir Emmerich.
Think nothing of it. How is she?
We have done all we can for now. Although the immediate danger has passed, the poison yet lingers in her blood. We came to Eorzea together, hoping to bring salvation to the realm our grandfather gave his life to protect. But when confronted with the bitter realities of its politics and its petty powermongers, she was driven to anger and to doubt. She refused to become embroiled in what she termed Eorzea's squabbles and distance herself from the Scions. Though she remained hopeful of a brighter future, she would walk her own path. Would that it had not been so perilous.
Damn.
For all our differences, she's as dedicated as any Scion to the salvation of Eorzea. But more than that, she is my sister. To be reunited with her, only to lose her forever. Gods, even to speak the words.
Take heart, Master Alphinaud. She will be attended by our most skilled Chirurgeons. Bear Mistress Leveilleur to the infirmary at once. Apprise Captain Whitecape of the situation, and inform him that she is to be treated as my personal charge.
Wait, don't go. Please, come closer. The Warriors of Darkness are in league with the Ascients. Slaughtering the Primals is but the first step in their plan. They make for Zelvatol to bring about Garuda's summoning and to kill her. You must stop them.
I will.
I shall inform the others at once.
Good, Tsaru, good.
Master Thancred, I would ask that you accompany Mistress Leveilleur to the infirmary. Your knowledge of her injuries may well prove useful in determining her treatment.
Of course.
Surely they won't let her. Yes, I know. They must trust in Captain Whitecape and his chirurgeons. Did they not bring Estinian back from the very brink of death? I'm uncomfortably reminded of how he mocked me for praying at his bedside for days on end. What say you, my friend? Shall we turn our attention to a matter whose conclusion we have yet to have the power to influence? Give me... Oh, no, wait. Spaghetti carbonara. Next one. Another cutscene. So, the Warriors of Darkness and the Assassins are conspiring to bring about Garuda's summoning that they might put her to the sword. Then, when we first encountered them in Lot Asgnat, when they were confronting Ravana, gods, has this been their aim all along? What do you intend to do, Master Oppenau? There is much and more I do not understand, but I know this. A primal summoner cannot be ignored. Alice risked her life to uncover this plot, and we squander her gift at our peril. Hero, will you accompany me to Selvatul and help me stop the exile's ritual? Given that Ishgard shares a border with the Ixali homeland, we have vested interest in the outcome of this ritual. We have been willing to suffer the beastman's intrusion into Corton lands to a point, but the summoning of a primal is an escalation we cannot abide. You shall have our fastest hour ship, Master Oppenau. The mountains of Selvatul are not easily traversed, and this endeavor demands all haste. The gesture is most appreciated, Sir Amric, but I fear an aerial approach is destined to fail. This is their homeland after all, and Ixali dirigibles are not to be underestimated. No experience tells me the only conceivable approach is by land. I believe it will be wiser to cross into Selvatul by the way of the mountain pass east of Dragonhead. In that case, I shall send instructions for a contingent of the camp's knights to be placed at your disposal. They will secure you a safe passage through the mountains and escort you thence to Selvatul. Though my men are unqualified to confront the primal, they are more than capable of contending with the exile. We should be glad of their assistance, Lord Atlant. In the event of Mistress Alice regains consciousness, we will share it with you any additional information she may provide. May the Fury watch over and keep you safe. Then let us be off. We can procure any additional supplies we require in Camp Dragonhead. Camp Dragonhead time. Oppenau, where are thou? Are you up here? Oh, you're down there. There we go. Have you everything you require then? Excellent. The entrance to the pass is north of the Natlan and due east of Camp Dragonet. Though it is normally guarded by a squad of Exali warriors, I have been informed that House 4 times knights have already dispatched them. The enemy's gate lies open. We need but walk through. Now I'll fly anyway. Damn. Good areas must open up. As you can see, the gate is ours. Be advised that our scouts are reporting increased activity around the first mountain. Simply put, they are up to something and don't want anyone interfering. We stand ready to escort you to Self Hall and aid you as you see fit. The enemy will be thick on the ground. Upon arrival, let us advance with care as we search for the site of the summoning ritual. If the gods are good, we should only have to contend with Exile, but if they are not, we may be forced to do battle with the Warriors of Darkness. Salvatore is now accessible. I guess I have a new dungeon again. Could I count on you and Loon's aid again, Kev? Of course, after a cutscene. Don't need to do this one. And some of these. I will await your response, Kev. Me and Guido, let me see. Oh, it's Elpis. It's one of my favorites. Yeah, damn, I'm stupid. Okay, there we go. Otherwise, I will just start it now. Okay, waiting for it. 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh wait, force to flee the Black Shroud for fear of the elementals and the boundless wrath The Exile settled the windswept mountains of Exovolt more than 550 years ago. Since the day they have labored endlessly tirelessly to eke out an existence in the harsh... Okay. Let's see. Give my boy. Hey, Verm, I will wait a sec. I will wait. Let's see, what emotes do I have? So, haven't used yet. So let's see. Not that much actually. Dancing. So that's how you pay respect, apparently. Yes. Let's go. Then go to Salvatore. Not Shadow. Commence, there we go. That was fast actually. But then again, we only was searching for one person. I like this. I like the sound and music of it all. They're firing fucking artillery at us. I'm gonna go for some tanker Gokendes. They're farming artillery at us. They will defeat Nidhogg Soup. From on high, we rain down death. Dá pra fazer cá. There you go. Mira, se quer cá. There you go. I'm gonna greet him. There we go. It feels like we're on an epic adventure with this music. The drawbridge falls. Ah, more treasure. Nice. Ah. Think I coken this. Think I coken this guy again. Oh, nice. Thank you, Goken. Bum, 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 bum. That's a big bird. I already have a feeling how this mechanic will work. We will have to like take cover against those things so we don't get blown into the spikes. That's my guess. Hi Ton Mata! Ton. I was right. My intuition was right. Oh damn, at least you had a nice nap. But nothing's wrong with that, of course. We got him. I'm gonna pass this one up for now. Dun 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 dun. Oh, that's cool. Oh, nice, nice. Honestly, once you get through Run Reborn, you will fucking fall in love. The addiction will get huge. That's cool. Yes. Become addicted. Fuel it. There we go. Let's grab the airstone. Let's get in. Whee! There we go. Cutscene time. Damn, that's a buff Exalt. He buff as hell. He was hawking us, it's okay. He's summoning the primal. How rude. There we go. The reckoning comes. No. Your goddess may not exist in this realm. We got him. Weird. Doink. Seven. Let's see.
So they were unable to see the ritual to its completion. Then Garuda is no longer a threat, and whatever the Asians and the Warriors of Darkness were planning has come to naught.
Unless this was the plan all along.
But we should not tarry. The knights have secured our path to safety.
Well, well. What do we have here? You'd better not have killed the primal without us.
Ah, the goons of darkness again. No, that's a sin towards dragoons. I mean the fucktards of darkness.
You!
Wait, I know you. Still walking, I see. I could have sworn my aim was true.
Just what is your game? Leading us a long way so these fools could step in and claim our prize?
Hey, Verm, have fun with your PvPs.
No. Let's not make hasty accusations. By the look of things, the ritual was proceeding as planned. We arrived at the appointed hour. It was they who erred.
Guys, have a nice nap again, Ton.
It is hopeless. We cannot face them all.
Do mine ears deceive? A boy! So that's the way of it. Twins! You had me worried for a moment there.
Fuck off, War of Darkness.
Know that I will happily make it quicker for you. If you just stand still.
No.
Enough, Jarumul. We wouldn't want to upset the man in white with any unnecessary bloodshed now, would we? You've been awfully busy since we were kind enough to spare your lives.
While you were idly consorting with the Asians, you mean? 7 hells! What could you possibly hope to achieve?
Should I explain it to you? Very well. Consider it a reward of sorts for beating us here. You know the tale of Hydaelyn and Zodiac, I take it? Of the Great Sundering and the reflections it created?
Across 10 and 3 they were divided. Reflections of the source, each possessed of shards of light and dark.
Just so. One of those reflections, the one nearest to the source, is our home. And we were the heroes blessed with her light. But not all worlds hold light and dark in equal measure. In ours, the power of light was greater by far. So the Asians, who once threatened our home, were no match. And they fell before us, one after another, till none were left. Victory, we thought. And then came the light. A flood of pure, blinding radiance, annihilating shadow and color and life itself. Ere long, it will consume our world, leaving naught in its wake but blank perfection.
That cannot be. Do you honestly expect us to believe such a story?
Believe what you like. But it has happened before, on a world far removed from ours. The 13th, which was swallowed by the dark and transformed into what you call the Void. Unchallenged light would condemn us to a similar fate. And so we joined hands with our former enemies, and with their aid came here, to the source. For there is but one way to restore the balance and save our home. The Ardor. Calamitous destruction with the power to break down the barriers between planes and see our worlds rejoined.
You would doom our world to save your own? What would even become of us? Of you?
Enough. I tire of talking. You know our cause. You know what is at stake. We are prepared to do whatever it takes. Are you?
We are.
If there is aught you would say, say it. Otherwise, begone. You have no friends here.
He was just late. All things considered, we should be grateful to have survived that encounter. Do you think it could be true that to save their world they must bring ruin to ours? No, it matters not. Such wanton destruction is beyond justification. Whatever the reasons, they must be stopped. The sacrifice, the loss, it ends here. Forgive me, this is neither the time nor the place for idle introspection. The knights can erase Lord Edmund of our success, and we, the Lord Commander. More importantly, I should like to see if my sister's condition has improved. You may take a moment for yourself if you wish. I will be at the congregation. Back to the foundation. I'm Rick. It brings me joy to see you safely return to us. Hero, what news from Silvat Hall? He's been defeated. Then we were not too late. On behalf of Ishgard, I offer you my deepest thanks. As for we who remained behind, Mistress Istola has been tending to Mistress Elise in your absence, and I'm pleased to report that she has regained consciousness. I imagine you have many questions, especially given your recent encounter with the Warriors of Darkness. I know I do. Come, let me show you to her room. Do not worry, her condition is much improved. She is a resilient one, much like her brother.
Alize, how are you feeling?
Well enough, brother. Thanks to the kindness of our hosts. They told me you had departed for Zelfatol while I was still abed. I slept much better knowing that. Thank you.
I take it your mission was a success.
It was.
As if we needed any further confirmation that they are in league with the Ascians. But to save another world? I think not.
I too thought his story fanciful at first. But it is possible there may be a kernel of truth in all of this. At the very least, none of his claims contradict the word's account.
You were following these people, Alize. Why?
During my travels, I had oft enjoyed tales of the Scions and their exploits. But after a time, I began to hear whispers of a gifted and theretofore unknown band of adventurers. Adventurers who had supposedly sworn to travel the realm slaying primals in the Scion's stead.
The Warriors of Darkness. And in the course of investigating these rumors, you stumbled upon the Ascians' involvement.
Yes, exactly.
Forgive me, but if these Warriors of Darkness mean to bring about another calamity, to what end do they hunt primals?
Reputation.
To prompt an escalation. To deepen the beast tribe's feelings of helplessness and despair, and thereby drive them to summon ever more powerful gods. And lest we forget, these events do not occur in isolation. With their patron deities being slain left and right, the news of man's victory over Nidhogg must surely have sown panic in the minds of the beastmen. 'Tis no wonder they wish to defend themselves.
Power answered with greater power, death with more death. A vicious cycle fueled by fear and hatred. I know it's like all too well.
Indeed. The Ascians sow discord and desperation, and the warriors of darkness reap the harvest. And so it continues. Yet that is not the extent of their ambitions. The Ascian himself observed that once the powerless realize that the old gods have failed them, they will have little recourse but to look to a new one.
The
I cannot let
icons.
that happen.
It should come as no surprise, but Alize and I have uncovered evidence that the Ascians have been manipulating certain parties to ensure that a constant stream of crystals flows into the hands of the beast tribes. If we sever these supply lines, we should at least be able to slow the escalation.
Agreed. Kral and I shall journey to Zelphatol and learn what we can of the Ixal's source.
Then I, for my part, pledge to lead a similar investigation into the origin of the Nath supply.
Sir Emmerich?
As a member of the Eorzean Alliance, Ishgard is honor bound to play an active role in maintaining the security of the realm. You might also say that I have some personal motivation, given the Ascians' dealings with my father. However, I make no secret of the fact that my knowledge of primal beings is scant at best. As such, I should be most grateful if one of your order were to assist me.
Allow me, Sir Emmerich. I have dealt with the Nath before.
Let us consult with Orianja then. Given his dedication to the study of primal beings, I should be surprised if he could not tell us something of value.
Allow me to accompany you, brother. And before you think to refuse, know that I am not the girl I once was. I shall not be a burden. You have my word.
But Alize, you...
Not a word.
You are more than welcome. After all, it was you who set us upon this path.
Wait a minute. I'm afraid I can't allow you to leave just yet. Not until you try on the new outfit I prepared for you.
Of course. Come on, don't leave me hanging. I want to see the drip. Show me the drip. Would I be right in assuming that you have not spoken with my sister since one of the memorial services, was it? By the 12, it seems a lifetime ago. I should like to think that we have both grown since then. My apologies for keeping you waiting. That's some good fucking drip if I say so myself. Right then, shall we be off? Tataru never ceases to impress. Though, for a moment I feared she might furnish you in an identical outfit. Praise the 12, she did not. Mother and father were rather too fond of making us wear matching clothes. Do you remember the time at the stadium when that girl of yours crept up behind me in the toe and whispered, "Sister, please, she was not my Can we not have this conversation in front of the Warrior of Light?" So be it another time, perhaps? It is an honor, hero. I realize we are barely acquainted, but having heard so much about you, it hardly feels that way. I've been meaning to ask about the carriage. Ah yes, the carriage that so fortunately arrived to spirit us away from Ulda after the banquet. The driver informed me that I had my sister to thank for his presence in Ulda. How did you know to send help? Oh, Dragon breast blades are even less discreet than sober ones. Unfortunately, by the time I learned of the plot, it was too late to do anything more. Frankly, I'm still amazed Brennan managed to find you. New garments aside, I may say you seem different, more resolute than when we last met. You have the look of a woman who's ready to fight for the future of Eorzea. To the extent of my abilities perhaps, but I have no illusions of grandeur, nor will I pretend to have found myself or any such thing. I'm here today because I would regret it if I weren't, that is all. Fair enough, let us depart for the waking sense then, and see if Yuranjie can be of assistance. Of assistance with quotation marks. Oh, new questies? New questies, yay! Ahara, I've been waiting for your return. You see, after you have helped bring an end to we have striven to rebuild the city, and thanks to the assistance of countless craftsmen, our efforts to restore the firmament to its former glory are finally complete. In fact, House Desmail assembled a team of masons so skilled and efficient that they were able to finish construction of an entirely new quarter. Its name is Imperium, and it was created to serve as a residential district for adventurers across the land. No amount of description can truly convey its splendor, so I've asked someone to escort you that you might see it for yourself. Okay, that's for housing. What about this recruitment notice? Walkers, okay. Let's be known, blah 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 blah. Not afraid. The water element. Let's do this one first. Well, my friend, yes, blah, 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 you're the savior of Ishgard, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I chanced to see the notice. To think that fabled heroes such as yourself would help rebuild our city. We are grateful beyond words, blah, 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 blah. No, just me. Is that so? As I recall, you are a ward of Halsford Town? In which case, perhaps an exception can be made. But I don't have the authority to make such a successor. Well, I do, and I believe the permit can be overlooked in this case. Lord Overseer, that you should grace us again. Greetings, my friend. It has been quite a while, and well, indeed, I shouldn't be surprised if you have forgotten me. Sorry, but I have forgotten him. Sorry, but I'm drinking a We need to apologize. Fairly buried in snow at Skyfire Locked as I was, I have precious little opportunity to return to the Holy See. Ah. We rescued him, that's why. That's what happened, okay. Yes, more exposition. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Well, you could see. Now the other one. Yes, please to the Imperium, please. Is this like the place with the housing and such? Oh, those are cute houses over there and everything. I like this background music of this place. What the fuck? Resident caretaker. Okay, how expensive is a house here actually? I don't have that. I'm a poor ass boy. But I will definitely get a house here. Wait for Best Buy, yes please. Oh hey, hold up. I held that, one of the two. Well, I come here to get supplies for the watch, and what should I find but a familiar face? And if that ain't a pretty lad you got with you, Harrow, and a highborn one besides, you've done pretty well for yourself. You know me, I always aim high. I'm teasing as well. Eddie Road, it's good to see you, my friend. What brings you here? Lady Hilda, your reputation precedes you. As you may be aware, approval was recently passed for the restoration of the firmament. In order to build a district that best serves its residents, they will know what good citizens such as yourself envision for it. Will you not share with us your thoughts? Ah, so you're the one they appointed overseer. Well then, you won't mind if I speak freely? Now, this ain't hardly revolutionary, but I want the firmament to be a place where we can all make an honest living. Where if a man works hard enough, he can have a roof over his head and food in his belly. I might be as the war's over, but for a lot of us, the struggle continues. Same as before, the struggle of struggle, blue butts will never know. Remember, each god don't belong only to the high and holy now. If the nations prosper, all her citizens need to prosper. Well, we must be getting on, but if you need gas, feel free to send word. If the going's fair, I reckon we can come to an arrangement. Bye-bye. Ah, that there is Lord Briarden. I heard that he was traveling the realm in his capacity as a consulting inspector. But it appears he has returned to Ishgard. Like your good self, he is a well-traveled individual, and I would like to inquire after his opinion. Do you suppose we could beg a moment of his time? Yes. A moment, good Inspector. What the fuck did I do? If it is an Inspector you seek, you shan't find one more capable. Indeed, you could do worse. Far worse. Lord Briarden, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am Franzel de Hellenard, and I have the honor of overseeing the reconstruction of the firmament. It is known that you are intimately familiar with all city-states of Eorzea, and I should be much obliged for your insights. In your expert opinion, what is one thing you believe that the firmament needs most? If the district is to thrive, then I must have a thriving economy. As I've often observed in my travels, the flow of goods and people is as lifeblood to a city and should be encouraged. Ishgard has long been insular, but the recent changes present a great opportunity. Given the right planning, I am hopeful that ours may become a nation where no citizens lives in want. I bid you the very best in your endeavors, as should you have need of my investigative prowess. Do not hesitate to call upon me by your leave. My brave and dashing Lord Menelain. He comes running. And there I thought, the distress themselves crying out for the comfort of mine arms. You surely know how to get a man's hopes up, old boy. And if it isn't my dear Lord Franzel, how fares your lovely sister? Has she spoken of me of late? If Lynette has spoken of you, I fear it has not been in our conversations. Damn, he's really lost track with her, isn't he? Now, if I may change the subject, Lord Domain, you will have heard that the restoration of the firmament has commenced. It's odd that you envision for the district. But I envision I can't say I haven't given it much thought. Well, with the war finally come to an end, what is in order if not festivities? Yes, make the firmament into a festive place, I say. A place where one and all may engage in revelry each and every day. Beg pardons, my lord. I believe Lord Francis seeks something more specific, and there's a constructive. Well, no, the advice comes from the heart, and I shall take it to heart. You have my credit, Lord Emmeline. Always a pleasure to aid a fellow man. Now then, we must be on our way. Take care, hero, and don't do anything I wouldn't do. I will do a lot of things you wouldn't do, my friend. Oh, and Lord Franzel, do send my fondest regards to your sister. Tell her how very helpful I was. Yes, that's good. He literally hasn't given up. He never gives up, for real. So I dare say we have spoken with enough people. Shall we conclude the surveying and review what we have learned? Blah, 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 blah. Exposition, yes, yes, yes. There we go. Bye-bye, Franzel. Fuck, I should have teleported that. Fuck it, I'm gonna walk it. Fuck it. Halfway to level 66. Execute order 66, I guess. Oh, I turn. If only he knew of his true sons. Yeah, that would have to go over here. Oh my god, hi Bluesin! Thank you for the raid, everything. Welcome everybody. I am currently doing some side quests before continuing with the... How do you say it? And thank you for the follow. But first thing first, I'm Heracles, and let me real quick rate the queen of the basement. No, not rate the queen. Shout out to rate the queen of the basement, of course. There we go. How went the mental roulette and everything? So yes, I'm Heracles. I'm Dennis Blue here and Slotty. I am fully addicted to Final Fantasy 14, and I've basically now made one of my main games now. I've slain Nidhogg today already, so yes, Nidhogg has been slain, and Kev is my pocket tank / healer, of course. But yeah, I'm currently on I'm slowly and surely making my way to Stormblood. And here I would be lying if I were to say the task does not outdone me. There is a limit to what I can achieve, especially given how hard the mission influence. Have I come at a bad time? Thank you, Blue. Ah, Count Admont. To what do we owe the honor? Lest you forget, I am the Count of 4 times no more, just a retired old man. And thank you for the follow. Have a nice din-dins, Blue. Or late night snackies. That's from my presence here. I'm in the lane and reported that Terra was in Ishgard, and I thought I would make a social call. You will forgive me my eavesdropping, but it seems the reconstruction project is not immune to the uncertainty that has accompanied our nation's transition to a republic. Hero, I am given to understand that the other nations have established residential districts worth century use. Is this true? Yes, I have heard of such places. I don't have a house, so I can't say that. Districts specifically for adventure use, where they might possess their own abode. Intriguing. The truth is, our nation is divided by a gulf, while words are hard. While the redistribution of wealth may go some ways towards closing this gulf, it shall not lead to the true independence for the masses. We must ask ourselves, in this new age in which we live, what role should each one of us play? In pondering this dilemma, I believe that we may draw inspiration from adventurers and their independent lives. Independent lives, if we were to translate this into the firmament, might it not assume the form of self-administration? It seems you have found a spark, in which case this old man's ramblings have served a purpose. I shall pray for your success, Lord Francel. Your words are as a beacon in the dark. Thank you, my lord. Well, Hero, you seem to be occupied at present, so I will leave you to your task. But when next we meet, I hope to be regaled with your recent adventures. As ever, our Fort Ham Manor is at your disposal should you need a rest. Words are fucking hard. You done talking, Vincent, because I'm itching to meet your hero friends. Yes, forgive me for the wait. Hero, permit me to introduce you to Akbar, formerly an engineer of our house. He now serves as a project's chief foreman. It is thanks to his leadership on site that I'm able to focus my energies on the administrative aspects of the reconstruction. Fossil told me all about you, Hero. First, you saved a war-bleeding nation. Now you're helping us rebuild it brick by brick. What can I say except it's great to have you on board. If you have any questions about the work, I'd be happy to field them. Just save the teacher stuff like the budget for Francel, eh? Speaking of which, if you can spare another moment, my friend, I should like to consult you on some administrative matters. With all the little tasks demanding my time, I cannot always be present on site, but I endeavor to visit as often as possible, and I hope to see you often too. One day I will have my house here. One day in Ishgard I will have my own house. One day. Yes, there we go. Okay, time to go to the Waking Sands. Alright, I'll be right back real quick. I'm gonna real quick grab a new drink and everything. I'll be right back. And maybe some snackies. I have returned it. Let me open the bag real quick, away from the mic. Okay. And the Waking Sands, please. Yes, please. Thank you. Time to make my way to Stormblood even more. Uranje, apologies for coming upon you unannounced. Why, Master up and out? Would that scholar had seen fit to grant me knowledge of thy coming? But bringeth thee in time here this day. The warriors of darkness have returned. Pray allow us to explain. He already knows of the warriors of darkness. We've seen that enough in the cutscenes. I too have heard tales in recent days of primal beings rising up only to be cast down by forces unknown. Alas, as thou didst observe, this serveth but to spur the beast tribes to pursue their goals with redoubled fervor. We have two objectives at this time: to identify and remove the source of the beast tribes crystals, and to take direct action to prevent any further summoning rituals from reaching completion. The second is easier said than done, of course. While we were fortunate enough to learn of the Exiles' plan before and they came to fruition, I should be surprised that the Warrior of Darkness and the Ascians did not have similar designs elsewhere of which we have no knowledge. Thou wert wise, come hither. For this very day did I receive tidings most troubling from the Strait of Meryltor? O Gomoro Stirrat. And there are whispers that the Lord of Cracks and Irritates to return, may rumors mark thou. But in light of thine own discoveries, thou canst ill afford to turn a deaf ear to their claims. We must ascertain the truth of the matter ourselves. Let us consult with the Maelstrom forces stationed at Camp Overlook, Hero. Thank you for your counsel, Uranjay. Pray inform us which should you learn aught else. I shall. She doesn't trust him. If I may, Brother Uranjay, is there anything else you would like to say? Eliza? What did I say? If not, then never mind. I only ask because you are normally rather more verbose. Nothing to add. Very well. Eri the Bard, I wish to make a request. The Warriors of Darkness spoke of how the Order had the power to break down the barriers between planes, that our worlds might be rejoined. I would ask that you research this for us. Being nowhere near as well read as you, I'm sure I wouldn't know where to begin. That said, I have heard tell of a promising tome, the Garen Oracles. Mayhap you could start there. By thy leave. Yeah, she is suspicious of him. Camp Overlook was it? Very well. Nice, finally somebody that's suspicious of your young Jay. Finally. Here. Camp Overlook, here we go. Here we come. Seven Hills. At this rate, I'll have to appeal to the Maelstrom Command for reinforcements. Whatever it is, we don't want any. Well, fancy that. Just when my cobalt problems looked like coming to a head, the signs of the Seventh Dawn turn up, itching to pitch in. Bloody brilliant timing is what it is. Right then, let's get to it. Yo, a pipe's like for me. Okay. Unlucky allies. So, our friendly neighbors in Ugamaro have gotten much more aggressive of late, just as you said. Matter of fact, our scouts spotted one sniffing about the stores just now, likely looking to make off with an armful of crystals. I'll be damned if I'm about to let that happen. Lend a hand and help us search the camp for the little bugger with you. Our Maelstrom fans seem notably more agitated than when first we arrived. Do you happen to know why that may be? The kobolds. And kobold in the camp, you say? That would appear to corroborate Uranjay's information, yes, but to be so reckless as to infiltrate a Maelstrom camp and draw attention to the avid is passing strange. Well, there will be time to think on this later. For the present, we must do everything in our power to prevent Titan summoning, and that means finding and questioning this kobold. Where is this kobold hiding? Where the hell is he? Or am I just blind? There you go. Not over here. Kobold, where art thou? There's a Lacey. Am I blind or am I just... How hard can it be to find a single kobold? Oh. I was just blind. Ah! There you are. Stay back! Away far! Back! I'm not. Yeah, it's no use. Pointless, hopeless, no use. Where could you have gone now? Ah, there he is. Please don't hurt me. I only wish to talk. Yes, 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 talk. Finally. This was a stupid plan. Stupid. But if I don't know one, then everyone will. Yeah, they found me again. What to do? What to do? What to do? I can't, please. Only to talk, speak, say, talk. So please, do not hurt me. So this is why our really kobold infiltrator is it? Then one of the soldiers were on edge. He could very well give one a bruised knee. Ah, we got him. Fine work, science. So little one, thought you could sneak into my camp, did you? Plotting to steal my crystals, were you? No. I came to talk, to ask for help. But when you saw me, they drew their weapons and shouted, I. Now, let us all take a deep breath and discuss this like civilized individuals. What is your name, child? Bigman Gabu of the 620th Order. At least I will be Bigman one day. Well met, Gabu. I'm up now, and this is my sister Alice. Alice? Hero, the man who found you, is our friend. And now that you know our names, we can be friends too. Now, Commander Bluiden here thinks you want to take his crystals. Gabu, but you said you came to us for help. Why to us and not to your own people? What happened, Gabu? Can you tell us? I am No one is going to hurt you, alright? Not while we're here, I promise. The Patriarch! The Patriarch is going to summon the Great Father again! And you have to stop him! Beat him! Fight him! Stop him! Gabu parents said they didn't want it, along with many others, but the Patriarch wouldn't listen. They were so angry, raging, fuming, angry. He said that if they didn't have iron in their hearts, they would serve as a coal for the furnace. And then the guards took my parents away and the others away. Took my parents and the others away. And I haven't seen any of them since. Coke for the furnace. I didn't want to believe it, but I've heard tales of fussy fashioned from the bones of beastmen, which worshippers use in their rituals, hoping to summon more powerful incarnations of their gods. By the 12, that is sickening. No one listens to Gabu, no matter how much he cries, pleads, begs, cries. They do not listen. Only talk about punishing the overdwellers and praising the Great Father. Gabu loves the Great Father, but he loves his parents too. So please help Gabu stop the Patriarch and save his parents. Commander, advice mails from Commander. Titan summoning is imminent. Should the worst come to the worst, we will require their support. Time is of the essence. We three will attempt to infiltrate the Cobalt Stronghold, secure the crystals, and free the prisoners. Well, if yes, sure. They'll forgive me if I don't see optimistic. We'll make ready just in case. I have faith that we may yet stop the ritual. That we would surely have detected the associated etheric disturbance that Titan manifested already. But I cannot speak for the prisoners. 12 have mercy. That they would even contemplate sacrificing their own flesh and blood. Brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers. Time is of the essence. We must see what else Gabu knows and formulate a plan without further delay. I heard Great Father lost Titan lost crystals. Joseph covered lost them. And if he gather enough, he will return. That is why the Patriarch told everyone to go forth and gather them. So I was thinking, if we take all crystals away, maybe the Great Father won't come? Very good, Gabu. I was just thinking the same thing. Do you know where these crystals are stored? I know. Oh, there was Spot. He's filled by a different order. Gabu wanted to steal them, but he was too afraid to go alone. Yes, too afraid to go alone. But together we can take them away and hide them. Come, Gabu will lead you to the first cache. Oh, I regret doing that voice, but it fits him so well, in my opinion. Quickly! Yoink. Do you have them all? Good. Lead on, Kaboo.
This way! This way!
Time is short. If you have the crystals, we should move on to the next cache. Did you hear me, brother? Brother. Aye, it's just that. I'm quite certain that the crate once bore Ishgardian seals. Someone to create a paint to remove all traces, but enough remains to make out the pattern. See for yourself. I struggle to imagine kobolds traveling to Cortes to obtain crystals, much less bothering to conceal their origins. I suspect these crystals were smuggled into Vilbrand by another party, most likely a pawn of the Ascians, as Tancred speculated.
I don't understand. Who are the Ascians? Do they worship Great for the Titan too?
Never mind. Never you mind about that. As Alice said, we do not have a lot of time. Can you lead us to the next cache, Kaboo?
Yes. Of course. Kaboo knows the way. The next one is the last, and it's very large, very big, very huge, very large.
Okay. No crystals, fuck. About it, what about you, Harrow? Any luck?
Nothing. This gotta be Kaboo saw them. Spotted saw.
Think, brother, think. They must have moved them, yes? The question is where to and why. Within Ogomoro, where they summoned Titan once before and mean to do so again. It's the only explanation.
What about Mother and Father and the others? We have to help them.
And we will, Kaboo. We will. Stay calm. We still have time. They've yet to call for the remaining crates, yes? If they had, then they would have found the other caches empty and sounded the alarm. Nevertheless, I believe the time for stealth has passed. We must reach the navel and seize the remaining crystals. There is no other way to prevent Titan summoning. But first, give me your crystals, that I might deliver them into Commander Bloeden's custody. We dare not take them into the bowels of the mountain. Thank you. You would deliver them. Great, go on ahead. As I recall, there is an aetheroid within the Ugamaru mines that should deliver you to the navel. Kaboo doubtless knows the way. Wait there for me. I shall return you anon. Strange, I would have thought you eager to remain in the thick of the action, but if this is what you would prefer, then Godspeed, brother.
This way!
Oh, this way is sealed, fuck. Yong. I think it is this eighth right we seek then? Right then. As soon as open up arrives, we go. I trust you are feeling suitably heroic, hero. There's no telling what sort of resistance we'll face in there.
Quickly, quickly, you clots! Briskly, swiftly, quickly! And we're not so any further delays!
Lay down your arms and surrender. We have your crystals. There will be no summoning this day. Overdwellers here, but how did you?
Where are my parents, Patriarch? Where are they?
Oh man, they're dead. No! Go for the furnace, you monster. How could you?
Aye, we are but the servants of the Lord of Cracks. We are his, that he may drink of our blood and partake of our flesh, that he might draw upon the strength of his children and defend them from the tyranny of the overdwellers.
No, Lazy, not yet. I understand, Patriarch. I do. Your fear, your anger, your hate. You would do anything to protect your people, anything to deliver them from despair. Whatever it takes, that those who threaten you can never do so again. But in your single-minded pursuit of this objective, you have brought the suffering on your own kith and kin. You sacrificed the lives of the very people you sought to protect. But it need not be this way, Patriarch. Renounce this bloody cause. Cease your attempts to summon your god and work with us, together to build a lasting peace.
Another peace to be abandoned at the overdwellers' convenience. Outbreakers, all of you! Liars, betrayers, outbreakers! You take and you take and you take, and when you had your fill, you sue for peace. You promise that this time is the last, until you grow hungry again. And when we dare to defend ourselves, you declare that this beast tribe cannot be suffered to live. That our God drains the land of Ada and brings out but suffering, death, destruction, suffering upon us all. I will hear our lies from you and yours, Overdweller. You've ruined your own lands. You will not ruin ours. I said I'd come for you, and I did. I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. Say something, please. 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 Wake up! 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 Wake up!
He angry. Seven hells. Up now. Leave him to me. He must away. But the 12, how could I be so foolish? I should have known better than to let Kabu accompany us, given what we were like to find. His anguish to despair have served to the bird the primal, just as surely as would the supplications of the faithful. Worse, being born of such tumultuous emotion, this incarnation of Titan seems incapable of naught but violence. If we have one cause for optimism, it is that while many crystals were present, they represented but a fraction of the quantity intended for the summoning ritual, meaning that Titan must be far weaker than planned. Be that as may, he is yet the primal, and the longer we leave him to blade the land of Aether, the stronger he will grow. And should Titan be permitted to leave Gormo, more lives will be lost. The Maelstrom will rally the troops and the cycle will continue. Harrow, you know what must be done. Will you face the Lord of Cracks once more? I will. Thank you, my friend. Lisa and I will return to Kabul. When you have finished with the primal, look for us in Camp Overlook. We will be expecting you. Pocket tanks, I summoned thee! Okay, no, fair enough. Then do this one again. Oh wait, you're coming. That's what they're saying. Never mind. There we go. That was fast. Come on, Lion Stealer, please press accept. Oh, this is a good bop. Let's go. Oh god, that's the Gecko again. Let's take out his hearts. He's jumping again. Wake up! There we go. Fuck. Was too slow. Damn, the music is hard, how hard for this one. There we go, we got him. GG. Damn it. I guess it's a random guy. There we go. Thank you, Cav. I totally didn't fuck up during it. Totally. Oh, what? So anything? I totally didn't die, you know. Up now. Ah, there he is. Did I not tell you that he would return safe and sound? The deed is done then. Titan is no more. Good, there has been enough strategy this day. He has been like that since he regained consciousness. We believe he can hear us, but he has made no attempt to respond. He's almost certainly still in shock, but we cannot discount the possibility that he succumbed to the primal's influence. Should that prove to be the case, he must be put to death like any other troll. Such is the Alliance policy, yes? You have the right of it. But we must not rush to conclusions. After all, we once feared that Isael's followers were beyond reason, and many have since laid down their arms and accepted Ishgard's peace. We can but watch, wait and pray. I feel bad for Gabu. I feel bad for him. There is not to be gained from dwelling on an infatuality over which we have no control. Much less one which may never even come to pass. Let us tend to more immediate matters. Informing Commander Bluden of Titan's demise, for example. You may be certain that he will be glad of the news. Would you be so kind as to break it to him? Yes, yes, yes. Let's go. Your side was all eyes. When the others came back without you, I've heard of worse, but they say you had matters well in hand. Correct. All settled then, it is it? I'm glad to hear it, but not as glad as my men will be. Believe you me. regardless of whether or not he was summoned properly, is a primal is a primal. And there ain't a soul in the maelstrom that hasn't lost a friend to one. Don't get me wrong, like we were all prepared to do our part, but if we weren't so naive as to think that we'd lift this out this hill. Thankfully, of course, it didn't come to that, which, my friends, sounds to me like a cause for celebration. Now, I know you lots have places to be, but why not stay the night? We'd be honored to raise a glass to the triumphant return of Titan's Bane. Party time? Party time.
Who goes there?
I go there.
Oh, it's you. Forgive me for straying from the camp.
No worries.
He hasn't been feeling too welcome, to say the least. I thought a change of scenery might do him good. But, alas. It's so quiet out here. The stars spread out before us, beckoning across time and space. Dawn may banish even the darkest night. How bitterly beautiful, those words. I should be stronger for all my experiences, yet my heart aches more than ever. I never understood why Grandfather gave his life that day. I thought that if I came here, I would find the answers I needed. But when I finally laid eyes on the land he sacrificed everything to save, saw firsthand the bickering, the pettiness, I was disappointed. I was angry. I could not fathom how these people were more deserving of his love than his family, than me.
My God.
Nevertheless, I had to believe he had good reason. I was determined to uncover the whole truth of the calamity and, perhaps in so doing, find my own purpose in this sea of chaos. My travels have been enlightening, but I cannot say that I have enjoyed them. I have lost count of the many petty crises that I was helpless to resolve and of the people whose actions I could not understand. There were others, of course. Good people. People with whom I felt a kinship, whose lives I could not save. I found myself asking what it was all for. Why try if I was doomed to fail in the end? But then I recalled Grandfather's words to my father, years ago, before he left Charlayan behind forever. To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. We must all protect that which we hold most dear in the manner of our own choosing.
Good words to live by.
We have to try, do we not? Of course, it's one thing to try and another to do. There were times while I was tracking the warriors of darkness when I faltered, when I was afraid. But then I thought of my brother, of Urianger. Oh, pray forgive me. This conversation has been rather one-sided, hasn't it? Mayhap you could recount some of your adventures in Ishgard.
Sure. I'll start off with the story of Estinian and his cell.
Gods! They must have been at each other's throats from dawn till dusk.
Believe me.
I dare say you managed to keep the peace, though. Merely being in the presence of the Warrior of Light is surely enough to shame anyone into behaving. The hopes and dreams of so many rest on your shoulders, Warrior of Light. As long as the sun rises, we can but carry on, for the sake of those we hold dear.
To what end dost thou cling to the tainted gifts of the Mother?
Every tool has its purpose. Even this. Well, what is it?
The seeds sown in Vilbrand have been plucked from the earth and left to wither. Alas, Titan's demise sufficed not to drive the kobolds to deepest desperation.
What did the man in white have to say?
That we are to proceed as he did first set forth.
Well, that's easy for him to say. It's not his bloody world on the brink of destruction, is it?
Be thou well reminded that with an end to Ishgard's unrest, naught now remaineth to preoccupy the Scion's thoughts. And thus may they devote their every energy to thwarting thee and thine. I foresee only greater difficulties ahead.
Foresee? Are you sure you don't welcome them? I'm starting to think you might hold a candle for your old friends after all.
Wait, who is he then?
Pray do not mistake mine intent. I but look upon the path which lieth before us with due trepidation. Shouldst thou be of like mind, pray consider then another course. For the power to invoke the ardor belongeth not unto the Ascians alone.
Wait, this is Yuri on
With thine
J.
own hand strike down thine enemy, the so-called hero who would see thy home lost to light. Do but this, and thou wouldst at a single stroke disrupt the all too delicate balance of this realm, plunging her straightways into chaos.
You do realize what you're suggesting, yes?
To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. The words of my teacher, and a creed I hold close to my heart.
Fucking Yuri on J.
Very well. Draw him out. We'll make it quick.
It shall be done.
No, wait, that's not Yuri on J. Right?
What good a creed one cannot uphold? What hurts soothed?
What is it?
What
Yuri on J.
lives saved?
Is it Estinian?
Oh,
no, Estinian has white hair.
Fool, what hast thou wrought by thine own hands? Minfilia, my friends, I shall not now beg your forgiveness.
Yes, it is Yuri on J. Fucking hell. I was doubting to do these flowers.
Though it paineth me to walk it, I shall not stray from my chosen path. As Moonbreeder remains steadfast, so too shall I.
Well, ho, Harrow. Just had a good night's rest. Was but this moment speaking with Tancred and is still our Lingpil. There's some interesting news to share. Apparently, during the course of their respective investigations, both came across the raids which had once borne the Guardian seals. It would seem that someone in the capital has been very busy recently indeed. According to the Temple Knights, have launched a full-scale investigation. The Amric believes that it is only a matter of time before the culprits are found. But we shall have to wait and see. In the meantime, it is only prudent to look into the recent activity of the other tribes, in case they too are flush with these guardian crystals. And with that in mind, I suggest we pay Urianjay another visit. Wait, where is Elise? Elise. She was here but a moment ago with the Gabu. Let me guess, it's time to leave, isn't it? Apologies for disappearing again. If it is any consolation, I've already packed my things. How is he? Brother Commander Bluden tells me you are not solely here out of concern for his welfare. But to answer your question, there has been no change. He will not speak or eat. I'm not even sure if he slept. If he did, he seems none the better for it. He just shovels about with that same expression on his face. You will look after him, won't you, Commander? And treat him with every kindness. He is still in there, I know. Beneath the anguish and the despair, he's still fighting with all his heart. He deserves to be given that chance until he comes back to us. Until we know for certain what has become of him. Aye, you needn't worry. If he hadn't risked his neck to Warners and help you secure the better part of the crystals, this could have turned out a damn sight worse than it did. We will not soon forget that and noble Maelstrom command. I'm so sorry, Kabu. I truly am. You should never have been made to, and I know I can't possibly understand. Mayhap there is nothing I can do or say. The pain, the anger, the helplessness. Hold fast to the memories of better times. Remember them as they were. And when it hurts so much your heart feels fit to burst, let it burst. Let it burst and fill up again with your love for them. And never, ever forget. Come along, little one.
I will remember them. And you, Elise, thank you.
He's fighting with all his might to regain control. Oh my god. A fate, sister. Your words have reached him. In time, he will recover. And those who orchestrated these events will be made to answer for their crimes. A thousand times over, yea? Aye. There will be a reckoning. Damn, she has no chill for the enemies. And I like it. I would say after the trip to the Waking Sands, I will say it is fit for me to say I'm gonna go and end stream, because I have work tomorrow, sadly. So if anybody has a raid target in mind, there is a redeem you can use. Otherwise, I will search for somebody's raid after the next chat in the Waking Sands. And Friday, if I'm not playing Hans game, because my next stream will be on Wednesday, which will be Friday today, which is X4 Foundations for the first time ever. But otherwise, Friday is Hans game or the other one. We have heard the glad tidings from Ogor, my friends. By the grace of the 12 and your modifiers efforts, the people of Limsal Minsa may rest easy. I should think so, yes. Though we have failed to prevent the Lord of Crags from manifesting, we did succeed in weakening him, enabling our friend to dispatch him before the Warriors of Darkness could make matters worse. Thus by no means an unmitigated success, but it will have to suffice. Let us speak of another matter, one which weighed heavy on ladies' minds. As thou didst request, I sought out the Garen oracles so that we might better understand the aims of the Warriors of Darkness. Though their copious use of allegory defied any single interpretation, the oracles paint a most disturbing picture. One of worlds parallel to our own, apart yet linked, reduced to ruin with every umbral calamity. 7 times have they succeeded. 10 and 3, only 6 worlds remain. Aye, all as is as my lady Minfilia spake unto thee. As for what becometh of these reflections when they are the source, they and the source are rejoined, frail flesh and done in umbral flyers, each soul sundered to our call, to flow into the endless sea, there to endure as one and none. Then if the Warriors of Darkness succeed, everyone in the world will die. In essence, I, the first, speaketh of the reunification of the flesh and subsequent return to the live stream. However, this fate may yet be preferable to the alternative. For if the first were to fall to the transcendental light in the manner the Warriors of Darkness described, it would give way unto a void wherein none may know either life or death. Far better to die, they reason, for in death there is life. The essence of a soul which returneth into the source may be born anew. Save such at least is their belief, I surmise. If that is true, then gods! No one should ever have to make such a choice. Ere we speak further on this subject, I would share with thee another recent discovery. It would seem that several sizable shipments have been delivered into the hands of certain Alamigan parties. Alamigans, strange, and you believe this to be the work of the same Ishgardnian smugglers who supplied the beast stripes? I know beyond the shadow of a doubt, unless thou wonder at their motive, I would remind you that the Ascians did once attempt to bring about the summoning of Rolgar. The individuals who took receipt of the shipments are refugees belonging to a group devoted to the cause of the Alamigan liberation. It may also interest thee to know that the Ishgardian suppliers appear to be none other than the remnants of Allian Royals that work of spies. Surely you jest. And yet, it is not so surprising, bereft of leadership and hunted by the Alliance. I can well imagine such villains being desperate enough to conspire with the Ascians, assuming they even know or care who their new employers are. All of which is irrelevant, forgive me. We must seek out the resistance group which received the crystals without delay. Hero, Alice, will you come with me to Little Alamigo? Yes, of course, I should like to hear what they have to say for themselves firsthand. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal. That was a bit out of character, was it? Hope not. Alice, Harrow, are you three listening? Good. I have tidings. The Temple Knights raided the smuggler's warehouse less than an hour ago. A cursory interrogation of the prisoners used confirmation that they were in the employ of, and I hope you're sitting down, a man in black robes. Then you have them, and the crystals too. But few remained high. Regrettably, it would seem they dispatched one final shipment in the hours before we struck. It was bound for Little Amigo, we are told, where it will be received by members of the local resistance group. Since Americ's men no longer have need of my services, I have a mind to head that way. As do we. By happy coincidence, we learned of the shipments but a few moments ago. Ha! And here I was thinking I might finally be one step ahead of the Warrior of Light and his little helpers. Ah, wait a moment, there is more, and I defy you will not to be surprised by this revelation. The leader of the Scorpions... Once again, Tancred, I fear I must inform you that... Tancred, with whom else have you shared this information? About the smugglers, no one. As I think I mentioned, the raid was less than an hour ago. I was planning to contact Ishola next, but there is someone else you would have me notify first? No, there isn't. I think Ranjay got a bit too cocky. He revealed too much. Let's speak with him first. What in the world has gone into it? It is twice now that we have sought Ranjay's aid, and she treated him as if he were a stranger. The Archon was one of the grandfather's most dedicated pupils, and spent as much time at the leveler estate as we did. He's practically a member of the family. Truth be told, I strove to regard the day from my childhood when I did not see the three of them loving together. If this continues, I may have to raise the matter. Later though, Little Amigo waits. Honestly, I'm on your sister's side up now. Mostly because I've seen the cutscenes, sadly. No, I should stop for now. I should stop. No, fuck it, one more. Final one. I know I have to stop. I know I have to head to bed because of work tomorrow. But I'm working from home. Yeah, right, I'm working from home. One more. Literally how I spent my first money on gacha with Musme. Just one more. I will get to the bottom of this. Oh, forgive me. It has been a long day. Did you have something to say? Ranjay, oh fuck. Ranjay, oh, I've always struggled to understand what's going on in his head. Now more than ever. Listen, Harrow, if anything should happen, it should be me, Wu. Just know that I'm prepared to do what must be done. Right then. Two more pressing matters, since we have no idea when Tancred might arrive. I suggest we see what information we can gather in his absence. So to review, we are reliably informed that members of the Megan resistance are operating here, have taken receipt of several large shipments of crystals. Our task being to ascertain who and why. Given the size of the settlement, I find it hard to believe that anyone here could be fully unaware of the resistance's movements. The challenge, of course, will be finding individuals who are both willing and able and willing to share such information with outsiders. It would seem sensible to divide those forces. Harrow, why don't you question the residents in the eastern half of town? Alisai and I will do the same in the west, and afterwards we can rendezvous here to share our findings. So for it, let me go show you. Yeah, no. There we go. Blah blah blah. And one upstairs. Da da ba 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 ba. Look what I found. No, not yet. Mm-hmm. This Griffin seems to be the leader of a newly formed faction within the Resistance, the Masks, yet despite their growing popularity, no one seems to know much about them, only that they are the most aggressively militant group to join the movement in recent memory. Indeed, many claim their commitment to the cause of Alamegan liberation is unrivaled. We can but hope their revolutionary fervor is never channeled in the direction of a primal. Though I feel confident that this group, which received the crystal shipments, will yet lack proof. Before taking any action, I would speak with the settlement's leader to confirm my suspicions, and mayhap enlist his help while I'm about it. Given that you and Kundabolt are already acquainted, mayhap it would help best if you took the lead, shall we? Let's go talk with Kundabolt. Hey Kundabolt, long time no see. Much just pleased me to see you again, Harrow. I cannot help but wonder if I should be worried. I heard you and yours been asking questions around. The Griffin, I know of him, as do we all. He and his mates have become a leading faction within the Resistance. Though there was suspicion at first, as given his secretive ways, he quickly proved himself a charismatic and capable commander. Men are drawn to his passion and his vision. They truly believe that he that he has what it takes to lead them to victory. Even I cannot help but admire the man for what he has accomplished. But I have not forgotten Wilrod. I was blind to this danger of his ambitions, and you were not. The Griffin will soon deliver a speech to our people at the Strong Temple of Khan. Go and see him with your own eyes. Weigh his words with your own heart. How convenient. It's a pity that Tancred is not here to join us. You two go ahead. I shall stay behind and wait for him. Time to go to the Second Temple of Khan. Let's go. Wait, where was that hole? There it is. Whee! Has it begun already? I hear voices coming from within. Let's go in.
Brothers and sisters, 20 years ago, Alamigo, our home, was claimed by the Garlean Empire. In our haste to overthrow the King of Ruin, we turned a blind eye to our foes in the north. With our glorious revolution, we but laid a path for a new tyrant to succeed the old. And when confronted with our failure, we fled. Not a day goes by that I do not think of those we left behind. Think of them and feel ashamed. And I know each and every one of you feels the same.
Come on. 3, 2, 1.
We abandoned them, our own flesh and blood, to labor till their backs gave in and their breath gave out, building the twisted steel ramparts which now mar our once majestic mountains. We abandoned them
the brave and true, to fight and die for their country, or worse, to be conscripted and sent off to rob another poor bastard of his home. We abandon them, the meek and powerless, to bow and scrape when the Garleans pass, to sully themselves that they might live to see another day of misery. The Black Wolf may be dead, but a new Imperial Viceroy reigns in Alamigo now. A beast not a fraction as merciful. You all know the Eorzean Alliance will do naught to oppose him. For all their promises and platitudes, they will not act if there's no profit in it. Only we can free our brothers and sisters from the Empire's tyranny, my friends. Only we have the courage to stand and fight. They have imprisoned us. They have enslaved us, and they have murdered us. But no more! Blood demands blood, and the Garleans shall pay for every drop they have spilt upon our lands. This I promise you, for we have a power within us, my friends. A power befitting our pride, our righteousness. Only join us, and we shall grant you the means to unleash it, and together we shall see the Alamigan standard raised over the mountains of Gia Arbania once more!
A power befitting their pride. Not at all ominous, that.
Indeed.
Wait, is that...
What are you two doing here?
I could ask you the same thing.
Well, this is quite the surprise.
If you see what I see, if you feel as I feel...
Might I suggest we continue this conversation in more agreeable surroundings?
For it is not strength of arms that will win this battle, but strength of heart.
Strength of heart. Yeah, that sounds a lot like trying to get the faith for a primal going, you know? Next talkies. Words cannot express how glad I am to see you both alive and well. And you, though it was pretty obvious you and Harrow would be fine. The Crystal Braves never did have a realistic chance of capturing any of the science, divided as they were, and distrusted by the better part of Eorzea. But if you truly believe that, forgive me, what exactly have you two been doing all this time? We're paying a favor. After the banquet, we had no choice but to flee Ul'dah, and we would not have been able to do so without the aid of some old friends from the Resistance. That's right, they smuggled us out of the city and sheltered us in Little Alamigo, all at great risk to themselves. Obviously, we couldn't let that go unacknowledged, so we offered to help them out with their operations for a while. When we learned of the science exoneration that Lorito had severed all ties with the Crystal Braves, and that General LeBron had been reinstated, we resolved to make a contact, but having long since discarded our link pearls as a precautionary measure, our options were rather limited. To make matters more complicated, we were embroiled in a delicate operation at the time, leaving me with little choice but to entrust a letter to a courier. I gather from your puzzled expressions, however, that you never received it. To be honest, we thought this might happen. While the Master are happy to let the refugees spread the word within the community, They're pretty strict about communicating with outsiders. Oh, and we've also heard a rumor that Griffin doesn't want us meddling in his affairs. The Griffiths in his trusted house of the Van Dawn? Curious, it is well known that we are no friends to Garlemald, and one would think that the man we saw beseeching all and sundry to join his cause would welcome our support. I should say that the man before we saw was not in fact the Griffin, but an impersonator and a talented rebel rouser to boot. It would not surprise me if he were responsible for the majority of these public appearances. As you may have gathered, the Griffin is an extremely cautious and distrusting man who has made every effort to conceal his identity. Even when we participated in a raid under his direct command, we were not permitted to approach him. It's hard to know what to make of it all. The secrecy, the impersonators, the masks. What? It's not as if I'm making all of you wear one. And mine only covers half my face. It's completely different. Anyway, when we heard the Griffin was due to give a speech, we thought it might be a good opportunity to get a better sense of the man behind the, For all the good it did. And now you have heard of all of it, but tell me, what prompted you to take an interest in the Griffin? Basically, there are primals abound. Summoning, you're not serious. I can't believe it. The Resistance would never even entertain such a ridiculous plan. But the Griffin, well, the man is an enigma. I cannot say with any confidence what he would or would not do. What I can say, however, is that the speech we heard today was not the first to make reference to a power capable of defeating the Empire. The masks have made many such claims of late. I will confess I had assumed it to be mere bluster, but in the context of the shipments of which you spoke, it is not impossible that they are alluding to a primal. Whatever it is, we'll find out together, and if anyone tries to stop us, they'll answer to me. Indeed, that is assuming you have us. Of course. Always. Okay, and this is the final quest, now I actually have to head to bed. God damn. First things first, exit game. So I can't accidentally continue playing. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. There we go, problem solved. Let's cue some of the background music again. There we go. Make me so bigger. Yes, hello everybody. Yes, hello. Okay, let's go and find ourselves a raid target. But before I do, I always forget. If you wish to join more, see more streams or keep up to date, of course, do my Discord or follow my socials. In which also my Discord is, right? Yes, there it is. But this as well. There we go. I will see you all next time, and let's now find ourselves a lovely raid target. Preferably somebody also playing Final Fantasy. Let's see, is anybody playing Final Fantasy here? It should be first time MSQ and first MMO, Raid Wisteria. Okay, let's go to Raid Wisteria then. First time then, let's go over there and let's give her some love. Let me just double check real quick with intention. That is, I think, ARR, right? Engines. Yeah, AR. Yeah, Raid Wisteria. Oh, nice. She's playing with Final Fantasy Online right now. You just started. So, alright, everybody, have a great evening, and I will see you guys next time. Alright, message. Alright, good night. And see y'all hopefully Wednesday or as Friday, you know. Bye bye.